Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here at the Clinch River Homestead Drone Edition. So if you're joining us today, you want to know more about the trust certification through the FAA and the process on how to do that. So stay tuned, we're going to show you how to do it. Okay, so you want to know a little bit more about the trust certification through the FAA. What is it? How do you get it? And more importantly, how do you study for it? Well, we're going to talk about the last part of that real quick, and that's how do you study for it. So most of the places that you go online to do this test, you're going to have a study guide and it's multiple choice. And if you fail, well, you really don't fail, because if you get the question wrong, you can re-answer it until you get it right. So it's pretty easy. TRUST stands for the Recreational UAS Safety Test. So let me read from you off of the website real quick. Okay, so it states that all recreational flyers must pass an aeronautical knowledge and safety test and provide proof of test passage, the trust completion certificate, to the FAA or law enforcement upon request. The FAA's 2018 reauthorization bill introduced new requirements for the recreational pilots, exception for limited recreational operations of unmanned aircraft. So, what is a recreational flyer? What do they classify as that? A recreational flyer is someone who operates their own drone for fun or personal enjoyment purposes only. How to fly a drone recreationally? Well, if your drone weighs more than 0.55 pounds, register your drone through the FAA's Drone Zone website. Pass the trust test, which is what we're talking about today. 3, follow the safety guidelines on the FAA's website or of an existing aeromodeling organization. Okay, so in June 2021, the FAA announced a bunch of different organizations that you can take that test on. On the FAA website, which you're looking at right now, you can see down here there's a ton of various places where you can go and get your license from. I'm going to show you the place that I went to. It's pretty simple. But before that, we're going to talk about what is trust and why did they come up with it. Well, trust is a recreational UAS safety test. It provides education and testing for recreational flyers on important safety and regulatory information. If you fly your drone recreationally under the exception for recreational flyers, you must pass this test before you go out and fly. Keep that in mind. How can I take the test? It's free. You go online to the FAA website, which I'll put a link below. Has a list of the companies in which you can take that test from, which you see on the screen now. And then you go and take that test. It takes maybe about a half hour at most. It probably took me 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so we're going to talk about the very last piece of information, and that is, how does it work? So, the FAA provides education and testing content to the FAA-approved testing administrators of trust, who in turn provide the content to recreational flyers for free. The trust is divided into 2 sections. The first section provides you with the information needed to pass the test. The second section is a series of multiple choice questions. You cannot fail this test. If you answer a question incorrectly, you'll be provided with the information on why the answer you chose was incorrect, and will be prompted to try again. This is so new that it's kind of got to be a trickle-down effect here for everybody else that's going to catch on. So I'm sure that if you do get caught and you don't have this test, that most likely there's some leeway, because we don't even know what the penalties are yet. Upon completion of the trust, you'll receive a completion certificate. The certificate never expires. However, if you lose the certificate, you will need to retake the test and obtain a new certificate. Neither the test administrator nor the FAA will maintain personally identifiable information about the recreational flyer. So it is not possible to reprint your certification after it's issued to you. So once they issue you that certificate, you need to download that PDF document and keep it in a safe place, because if you lose it, you have to retake the test. It's not that hard, it's just more of a pain. Okay, so let's go and show you where I went to take the test, and we're going to do a sample real quick and show you what's involved. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So the company that I chose to do my testing with is Pilot Institute. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google. You're going to type in Trust Drone Test. Now, under that, as soon as you click down, the first thing that comes up on my screen is the FAA Trust Test Administrator, and that's through the Trust Pilot Institute. That's where I did my test. You can do yours there, or any of the numbered on that list that the FAA gives you on their website. The next website below that is the www.faa.gov website, and there is going to show you all the information that I already explained to you and read right off of that website earlier. But if you want a list of more testing centers, go right to the FAA website and just click on it and it'll take you right there. So in any case, we're going to take you to the one that I did and show you the process there. So it's pretty simple. This is your main screen that you're going to get. You go right here to get started. You can watch the short video if you'd like. All right, you are going to create an account right here. You're going to enter a username, password. We're just going to call it dummy and dummy 2, dummy 1. Okay, so we're going to just create a dummy account here. The very first couple things that you're going to see are a lot of preliminary things that you need to know. So if you're new at flying drones, if you're new at planes or aeronautical information, if you're new at aeronautical information in general, then I highly suggest and recommend that you read the information that's provided on the screen. So we're going to go through this real quick. Basically, you're just going to read through what's on the screen here, and then you go down and you hit next lesson. And you're going to continue doing this and read through each individual one. And I'm going to skip through these real quick now. Let's get back to the test and let's answer some questions and see just how hard it is. And you're going to see this in real time, how it goes. So So after you've taken the test, the very last thing you need to do is to download the certificate. Before you can click download on the screen, you have to tick the little yes box, and that pretty much tells them that you know that, hey, they're not going to keep any of this information. It's in the trash as soon as you download it, and if you throw it away, you lose it, misplace it, you got to go back and take it again. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. I hope you got some good information out of it. Thanks for watching it through. If you made it this far, if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please, I would ask that you click that subscribe, tick the little bell, and for the YouTube algorithm, smash that thumbs up button. Thanks everybody for joining us here at the Clinch River Homestead. I'm John. We'll see you on the next one.